Morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut with Bobby Atkins, and we are the Veterans Edition of Real Estate Jerky. Again, thank you for your service, Bobby.
Likewise, Ed.
Yeah, Navy. Navy's in the house.
Yeah. Like I say, we got to get some Marines in here. Yeah.
And it's still a Department of the Navy. Oh, do.
Exactly. You know what's funny, man, is in my office, I think we have Army, Marine, and Air Force guy in the Navy. So
Oh, really?
no coasties, but they're kind of few and far.
Well, you said,
between.
yeah, but you said military.
Yeah, they count them in there now.
I know. Well, count everybody. Yeah. Participation trophies these days.
Yeah, so we got some representation in our office.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Quick show today. Unfortunately, got some place to be. I'm sorry to make it short for you.
No, that's all right.
A couple things we want to talk about is you wanted to talk about sellers. I think price your house right or something like that.
Well, pricing it right, but also getting the market ready, right? So we've been in a seller's market for quite a while, and I think honestly people get lazy, or they're kind of blind to the condition of their home and things that need to be fixed, right? And I always tell people, anytime you see like a house that's on Instagram, that house has clearly been gone through, it's been staged, it's, you know, they've gone to every extent to try and draw as much traffic as they can. And a lot of like homes being listed these days have like dead lawns, and they're like kind of like, whatever, we're going to get multiple offers. Well, that's not the case, especially if you are being lazy about getting your house market ready, but also pricing it too high. You're going to find out that people just don't want to come look at your ugly baby, you know?
Oh, now you're still on my term. Cause that's the one thing that home inspections do is they look at the place and tell you how bad it is. So you can look at everything and see what you want to do and whether you want to price it right. You know, I mean, go back to the seller and get certain things done. But back to the getting it ready, they should definitely, if they're doing the pest work with a company that'll do potentially a short form VA.
Yeah.
So that way, because you still want both. That, and the reason I bring this up, I've constantly been in issues, not here locally, but in other places, Calaveras, up in Alpine, all those other places where they're going to do the work, but I have to wait for the clearance before I can get the docs, because we are pre-funded, meaning that there is no conditions after they sign, they're done. Where other people can move it to funding conditions, then you have to wait 3 days after you sign to close and all that stuff. We don't do that. We do it ahead of time. But if you do the pest report and you also do a company that will do the short form, you can give me the short form that shows no active pests. As you guys are still doing all the other work, it doesn't matter. Then the buyers can sign. Then we can wait to fund it until you guys all say, hey, we're ready to go. All the work's been done.
Yeah.
It just makes our process faster and smoother if you have that.
Excellent.
Does that make a great idea? Anything else there for veterans that they need to know about? Home warranties, we talked on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Again, get the home warranty. Even if the seller's not paying for it, get it.
But yeah, pay for it. You're going to be grateful for it. You know, and people forget like these big systems, right? Like, it's, you know, heating and air conditioning, or say, I had one client where it was a house built in the 50s, and it had a cast iron main line, right, that broke. And that, you know, the repair just for that was like $4,500. You know,
is that from the street to the house?
It was under the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the home warranty company, you know, paid for the repair. And that's one of those things, like, people they never think about plumbing.
No, they don't think, well, especially sewer line too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's huge, because we had to have, when we put the pool in, we had to have all of our stuff under the house redone. And that was like 23 grand. And we weren't expecting that.
Yeah.
But that's what happens when you do remodeling and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. You run into things you don't expect. I mean, when we did our master bathroom, we found a junction box in the light, which that's not how you do a junction box. You don't put junction boxes in a light switch. I mean, a light housing.
Yeah. I was going to say, you never know back in the, you know,
I live 240 or 220, whatever it is.
Oh, no kidding.
Live in the wall.
Oh, wow.
Not even connected to anything. Guys, like, you're lucky your bathroom didn't flood and you get stepped in and you would all died.
Oh, yeah. No kidding.
Yeah. And they were saying that the junction box, I mean, why didn't your place burn down? It could have. So be careful. Older homes have issues, but you're going to go through them and find them and just understand that.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Well, I'm going to say is a little tag to that. Just if you're planning a project, I have learned, and it's always proven to be the case, that you add 20% into your budget, and
contingency fee.
You're going to use it.
Everybody puts a 20% on anything, a building, everything. You have to put that in, because you never know what's going to happen there.
Yeah. And I've eaten it up almost every time. So,
well, stop doing that.
Yeah.
All right. That's all we have for today. We appreciate you. We'll be back next week on Tuesday. Everybody make it a great day. Have a great weekend. Bobby, thanks for being here. And if you need any help at all, reach out to us. I'm Ed at Parcaut.com. That's the best way to reach me. And Bobby is 209-550-1087. Thanks, Bobby.
Awesome. Thanks.